Hey guys, welcome back to Screen Orb. Today we'll talk about 4 bars that were ruined by Jon Taffer. Let's head into it. Wait, Taffer ruined bars? The bars featured on the show are already in dire financial and operational situations by the time Taffer intervenes, posing a significant challenge to a turnaround. Nearly half the bars featured, 74 of the first 166 featured through the midway point of Season 6, were unable to overcome their challenges. For example, the changes the show made to Downey's Irish Pub, featured in the July 24th, 2011 episode Downey's and Out, were not enough to prevent a planned sheriff's sale on August 2nd, 2011, due to $2.4 million owed to the city of Philadelphia and Wells Fargo Bank, including $125,881 in business privilege, wage, liquor, and other taxes. Breakwall from the Season 1 episode Beach Bummer closed in January 2012. Season 1's Swanky Bubbles, after reverting to its original title, has also closed its doors. Many of the bars that failed didn't fail because of the owners, but because of Jon Taffer. He literally ruined them. So let's look at a few of these bars which he ruined.
We've put so much money into the place, and failure's not an option.
Number 4, Pirates Tavern. The pirate-themed Pirates Tavern in Silver Spring, Maryland, which had been rebranded Corporate Bar and Grill by Taffer, reversed all of the changes Taffer made to the bar shortly after their episode was filmed. The owner released a YouTube video called Pirates Revenge, showing the corporate sign created by Taffer's team being shot at and burned in effigy. They said that Taffer made horrible changes and actually ruined the bar. Taffer said of their decision, if you had a pirate concept that had failed for 5 years and had a new concept, would you go back to the concept that failed for 5 years or try something new? It defies logic that someone would go back to a failed concept just because they didn't like the new name. The owners still blamed the bad success on Taffer. Pirates was revisited as part of the April 5th, 2015 episode, in which Taffer grades the bar an epic fail, and the owner sought a second rescue. Within a week of the revisited episode's premiere, however, Pirates decided to close its doors for good. In a Back to the Bar episode, the owners made amends with Taffer and announced that they plan to open a new bar after the last one was ruined by Taffer.
For the next 5 days, you work for me. Fixing bars is easy. Fixing people is tough.
Number 3, LA Bruco failure. Taffer's most expensive rescue also resulted in his biggest failure. His visit to the Los Angeles Brewing Company during Season 4 saw him put $1 million into updating the bar, which included the installation of a self-service beer tap and an in-house brewing system, which was intended to allow the bar, which was rebranded as LA Bruco, to start serving its own beer. 4 months after the rescue, the brewing system was discovered to have never been used. The self-serve tap was disconnected, and the owner had reverted changes to the bar taps and the menu. In addition, LA Bruco's liquor license had been suspended, and the business was put up for sale. The owner stated that the changes done by Taffer were actually terrible, and that he was responsible for the bar being ruined.
You want to start with a beer clean glass. You're going to start at a 45-degree angle. Once it gets about 2/3 of the way, straighten it up.
Number 2, the Dugout. Taffer's redesign of baseball-themed bar The Dugout across the street from Wrigley Field in Chicago, Illinois, resulted in a series first. Taffer redesigned the bar, but didn't hold a grand reopening. The owner, Ed, previously owned the building, while the bar was owned by a tenant. After months of no rent paid, Ed evicted the owner and took over. Not wanting a bar, Ed refused to take advantage of the massive potential profit. The bar was across from Wrigley Field. This frustrated his staff to no end, and his constant drinking and attitude made him no shortage of enemies. Every attempt by Taffer and his experts to get through to Ed failed miserably, as he didn't really manage to come up with a good rescue plan. When Ed showed up drunk, several staff members quit and Taffer left. Admittedly, the bar had a bad owner, but Taffer is definitely also responsible for the bar's failure, as he failed to come up with good plans for the future of the bar.
Am I not always smiling?
I tried everything I could with Ed. Every failing bar has a failing owner.
Number 1, Nashville Rescue, Wayne Mills murder. During the taping for Season 3, Taffer visited Boondocks Barbecue and Juke Joint in Nashville, Tennessee, and worked with owner Chris Farrell, who was noted for having a hot temper. The rescued bar was renamed Pit and Barrel, and the episode featuring the bar was aired on November 24th, 2013. But on the night before the episode was supposed to air, Farrell was arrested by Nashville police for shooting and killing country singer Wayne killing Mills during an argument inside the remodeled Pit and Barrel. Spike immediately pulled the episode from its originally scheduled premiere slot in primetime. However, it failed to remove the episode replay carried 3 hours later at 1 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Pacific Time from its broadcast automation system. Thus, it still aired. But why did the bar owner kill Mills? It's obvious that he had serious psychological problems, but Taffer didn't try to do anything to help him. Instead, he just continued shouting at Farrell, which made him even more angry and led him to eventually kill an innocent guy. Though Taffer definitely did not intend that to happen, he is partly responsible for it happening in our opinion. So he didn't just ruin the bar, but also an innocent man's life. Farrell stood trial for the murder of Mills and asserted he acted in self-defense, claiming that Mills had violated the bar's non-smoking rule and had threatened to kill him with a broken beer bottle. The jury convicted Farrell of second-degree murder in March 2015 after a long-delayed trial, and he was given a 20-year sentence without the possibility of parole. The verdict and sentence are being appealed. What do you think about these ruined bars? Which one was Jon's biggest failure? Let us know in the comments section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.